you're just something else, Chris. Honestly, your story is like nothing else I've read, to be quite honest. And I just want to take you back to Mozambique, and we say this is kind of where the story really began for you in many respects. You were working with the Halo Trust, a charity that's set out to try and clear these landmines, these terrible things, and to protect innocent people. You were there doing that job. And sadly, you stepped on one, and life changed in that moment. What are your memories of that day and the days after?
I remember the whole thing in the present tense.
Really?
And it's really interesting that all these years on, it's still very immediate, I think, because it was so extreme. But I knew something was wrong. I couldn't quite put my finger on it, and in the end, I put my foot on it. And I was incredibly lucky to live. And of course, you know, then we were dealing with some very new situations. Once you have a situation like that, you can change the way you operate and deal with it. But until that happens, maybe you don't know what the circumstances are that might lead to that. Incredibly complex technical and behavioural stuff. But I was incredibly lucky to live. And one of the reasons I lived was because I was very fit.
Yeah, yes, of course. Well, by the time you got into the hospital, the doctors didn't think you were going to make it purely because you'd lost so much blood. The injuries were so severe. No one really has ever survived the state that you were in. And that's the case, isn't it?
Yeah, certainly at that point. And the surgeon told me, I remember he came to me the next day when I was in intensive care, and he said, I really don't know how you lived. We've never seen anybody live with such a small amount of blood. And then he said, congratulations, you're now South African by blood. And very grateful I was for it too.
Very, very much so. But in that recovery period, you said to one of the nurses, I'm going to be running the London Marathon within the year. Most people would think, well, you know, it's a pipe dream.
To be fair, Christine, several hours later, they sent a psychiatrist to come and talk to me.
And you say that, and actually lots of psychiatrists have spoken to you, and they still can't quite believe how you have managed what you've gone through.
Yeah, I think a lot of it's hard work. I think one of the things that really helps us in life is gratitude. And I choose, every morning I wake up and I think, so lucky to have my eyes, so lucky to have my left arm, my left leg, my 3 fabulous sons, good artificial leg, and someone in my life who truly loves me, my Springer Spaniel.
I'm with you on that. And your sons have been a huge help. This is what makes you, Chris, special, because most people will go, well, I've done it. That's it. But you do keep on going, and you took your sons with you this time around,
I mean,
this
was a big challenge. I don't know anybody who's got teenage sons will understand this, but you know, there is something about teenage sons that they know. They don't just think, they know that Dad's an idiot. And that's entirely fair.
You still do an awful lot of work with the Halo Trust. You try and raise as much money as you possibly can for them and for all of their work. I knew their work because of Princess Diana, of course.
Mozambique is now landmine free. So when I was working there in the mid-90s, you just looked at it and you just thought, this is almost insoluble.
Really?
And yet, within 20 years, all the landmines in Mozambique have been cleared. It is mission possible. And if you think about all the awful forms of environmental pollution we have, landmines have to be one of the worst. And it is quite within our resources to do this if we have the will.
And the will is what you have, and you've always said you don't race against anyone else. This is about you. Every day you wake up and you want your personal best.
It's probably just as well I don't want to go faster than anyone else. I just want to go faster than myself. But that's the challenge of life for all of us, isn't it? It's about getting up every day and making the best of it. And sometimes unfortunate things happen to us all in life, and there are no guarantees. But all we can ever do is make the best of it.
What's the next big race?
Well, I'd quite like to go back and have a look at the Marathon des Sables again. I did that 20 years ago, and I think it would be good fun to go back, have another go.
You used the word fun there, Chris.
Well, it's fun when you stop, isn't it?
Thanks so much, Chris, and best of luck. You will undoubtedly do it, and good luck with all of the fundraising as well. It's clearly it is working in certain places. So thank you very much. It's such a pleasure to meet you. Thank you.
Thank you.